Hello, welcome to Trinity Lutheran Church. My name is Pastor Kathy, and we are part of the ELCA. This recording is the daily Lenten devotion for Friday, March the 25th. I'm going to throw in a little extra one for you here today. Today is the day, the Feast of the Annunciation, according to our Lutheran calendar. This is the day we celebrate the angel Gabriel coming to Mary and announcing, blessed are you among women, and blessed is the fruit of your womb. And she said, What? What are you talking about? I can't be the mother of a baby. I have not been with any man. You know the story. She agreed to give birth to the Son of God. The Greek word for her is Theotokos, the God-bearer, the mother of God. That is who Mary is to us. And Mary, if you read the story in Luke, how she went to her cousin, who was Elizabeth, who was 6 months along with her pregnancy in her old age. And she says incredible things that God had revealed to her, that God had taken down the mighty, and God has given to the poor. God favors the poor. God is with the poor. God is with those who are on the margins of society. The women at that time were on the margins of society. Children were on the margins. The sick, anyone in our society who is on the margins of society, God is with them. And she said, God has sent the rich away empty. They didn't need anything else. They already have what they need. Not that they don't need God, but God is giving to the poor. These are the ideas that Mary poured into that baby Jesus. She is Mary the revolutionary to me. So we honor and celebrate this day, March the 25th, 9 months to the day before Christmas, as the Feast of the Theotokos. And now, our Lenten devotion, which comes, as always, this year, from our book, Because Grace, a Lenten devotional by John W. Stevens. You can purchase this yourself, or just listen and follow along. It always begins with scripture reading, so we will do that tonight. It comes from Luke chapter 6, verses 43 to 45, and I will read this from the Amplified translation. For there is no good, healthy tree that bears decayed, worthless, stale fruit, nor on the other hand does a decayed, worthless, sickly tree bear good fruit. For each tree is known and identified by its own fruit. We know that. Figs are not gathered from thorn bushes, nor is a cluster of grapes picked from a bramble bush. The upright, honorable, intrinsically good person, out of the good treasure stored in their heart, produces what is upright, honorable, and intrinsically good. And the evil person, out of the evil storehouse, brings forth fruit that is depraved, wicked, and intrinsically evil. For out of the abundance, out of the overflow of the heart, the mouth speaks. Those are some harsh words. True, but harsh words. And yet they also help us to see, we can identify someone who might be an evil person because of the words coming out of their mouth. And yet sometimes we surprise ourselves with what comes out of our own mouths. So let's not be too quick to judge, but let us be quick to forgive. Okay, the devotion now. I was left alone for a brief time when I was a kid. I was old enough to know better. This does not sound good. The hot new thing in grade school was cinnamon sticks. Those toothpicks that had been soaked in cinnamon oil, and then you can suck on them for that intense and hot cinnamon flavor. They were wonderful, and I knew how to make them. Left alone and with a mother who used cinnamon for candy, I went to work and got the bottle of cinnamon oil out of the kitchen cabinet and the toothpicks. No sooner than opening the little bottle of aromatic oil did the accident happen. I placed the bottle down on our wooden coffee table, and it caught the rough edge of wood and tipped, causing the oil to flow like a river. I had paper towels for the toothpicks to dry upon, so I mopped up the mess, hoping for the best. There was no hiding what I had done. The scent of cinnamon was prevalent in the air, and one, like my parents for example, could not miss the clues of what had transpired. My sin was ever before me. Luther writes how we are both saints and sinners. We are redeemed and in need of redemption. We bear both good fruit, and we have times we sin and can bear bad fruit. There is no hiding our need from God. There is no hiding our need for God. But the beauty of God's grace is that we are loved as we are, again and again. We are loved into being a new creation, again and again. I'm so thankful for that grace. And then here is his suggestion for us. Journal a confession. So get out a piece of paper, or if you have a journal book, journal a confession to God. And then he says, write words of forgiveness. That is a very powerful idea. So I encourage you to do that. Experience the power of confession and forgiveness. Let us conclude with our haiku prayer poem for today. You call me a saint. I see myself as sinner. You say, forgiven. Blessings to you this day, beloved. Blessings.